Hey everyone, Audi Outdoors here. I just want to take a moment to introduce to the channel one of the things I ride. So this is a recumbent trike. It has 3 wheels, 2 in the front, 1 in the rear, and it's nice, comfortable seat in the middle. This is a 2020 HP Velotechnik Gekko FX20. 20 obviously meaning 20-inch wheels, the FX meaning it folds. So I just want to point out, introduce people to this because I get a lot of questions on the trails about this bike when I'm riding it. It looks comfortable. It is comfortable. People ask me, what is that? We've never seen that before. Well, this is what it is. So this is the performance edition. So it has SRAM GX drivetrain 3x11. It has 3 gears in the front and 11 speed in the back. You see the GX down there. You got your SRAM lever shifters, and then it has hydraulic disc brakes powered by Shimano. Now this will control only this side, so this will do the right brake and that will do the left brake. Traditionally these come with cable driven brakes, and this has an optional parking brake. It mounts back here on here, and it would just be another lever that you put down here that will just lock it on. I don't have that. I use Velcro straps. It has all sealed bearings all the way around, so you don't have to worry about it getting wet or anything like that. Let's talk about one of the main points of these kind of trikes, and that would be the seat, the design of the seat. So the way this seat is, it's just like a traditional chair, and you're mostly laid back. Now if you ever have sat on a regular bicycle, you'll notice how narrow the seats are, and your butt will get sore after a while eventually, unless you're used to it or wearing padding or something like that. This bike, you don't have to wear padding. You don't have to really do anything. You just sit down, lay back, and enjoy the ride. One of the optional accessories this thing has is this headrest here. This, I only really use the headrest for doing long hill climbs. And I say long hill climbs because it takes a long time to climb a hill on this thing, because unlike traditional bikes, you can't stand up on the pedals and use your body weight and just push down with your body weight and gravity to get this thing up a hill. It's all about your muscle power. That being said, this thing does have enough low enough gears to get you up a hill. So I can roll uphill going about 1 mile an hour. And one of the good things about this kind of bike or trike, you don't have to worry about tipping over going low speeds because it has 2 wheels in the front, so you're not going anywhere. One of the things that bugs me about this bike is more of a design flaw for this particular performance version, and that would be the derailleur. So if you look at this derailleur, you can see that this thing is pretty much just, it's in the lowest gear, and it's pretty much being smashed into the grass. So when it rides along, you're dragging your chain, everything through the grass. If you're on pavement, this isn't an issue. But if you're going through gravel and stuff, gravel will hit your derailleur here, kind of moving around a little bit. And that's never a good thing. Another optional thing I have is the rack. This is by Old Man Mountain. I put 2 30-liter bike bags on here that carry all my camping gear, averaging about 30-45 pounds. It has right there's a lever, quick release lever. You flip that up, and what you do is you flip this bike on its side, grab that, just flip it over, and you grab the rear end and you just pull this up here, and it'll clip up here, and it'll roll on these wheels right here on the ground when you have it folded, which also makes it easier to get in and out of the trunk of your car. I never used the folding feature. I got it because I thought I might use it, so I figure I'd rather have it and need it than need it and not have it type deals. But having the folding feature makes the bike creak a lot when you put a lot of power down, because it's not 100% sealed back there. If a little piece of dirt gets in there, it starts to creak. So you'll have to open it up, clean it out, and put it back together. Not hard, just a quick release, but nonetheless. I run Schwalbe 1 tires on here. I tried to run the Pro 1 tires on here, but the Pro 1s are tubeless, and for whatever reason, these stock rims by HP Velotechnik cannot be tubeless. It just will not do anything because of the way they are designed. And I hate that because I enjoy tubeless, not having to worry about flats. So, but if you do get a flat, no big deal. You don't even have to take the wheel off these front two. The back one, traditional quick release on the back. That's a trailer hitch there for when I want to take my daughter with me. It has a nice little hole here for putting the flag in, so you can just put a flag pole right in there and makes it stick out. So if you're going along barriers or something, the only thing people are going to see is the flag, because this thing sits really low to the ground. Speaking of how it sits really low to the ground, for those gates that block cars from going into bike paths, you can ride right underneath those gates with this bicycle. You don't have to get off your bike. So that's one of the things that's good about this. I chose the Schwalbe 1 tires because they have the lowest rolling resistance. So another thing I got optional on here is SKS fenders, so I wouldn't get sprayed in the back when it's raining out, because this seat is ventilated, as you can see. That being said, this stuff does not get like sweaty and smelly and stink over time. It just doesn't. If it doesn't, you just spray it down with some water and rinse it out. You might have noticed this wire here. That's for solar power. I run solar to my GPS if I'm going to be on long rides or multiple day rides. And it comes out here, and I have a solar panel that goes up here and that just straps there. No big deal. But you can also use it to charge your lights, power banks, whatnot. I only have the Nomad 20 by Goal Zero. I use that. But yeah, this bike is overall pretty great. How you adjust the height for this is you're going to do these two bolts here, and this is called a boom. And this is how you adjust how far away your cranks are. And traditional bottom bracket comes out, goes in. Regular style cranks, I run this Exposure 6-pack light. I think it's the MK2, I believe. It puts out about 4,000 lumens. Have a Exposure Light 6-pack, or Exposure Lights Blaze I put on the rear. Currently it's on a bike bag in my trailer, so I store this thing inside of a trailer outside of the weather, so it's not on the weather. Another thing is these grips only lasted about a year. I put about 1,000 miles on this thing in a year, and this thing is really fun to ride. It's great for carrying lots of weight, great if you're a heavy rider or if you're a fat person. I'm a 200-pound rider, 5'2". Works great for me. But that bottle cage I put up for about $2. The one made by HP Velotechnik goes down here and mounts somewhere to the seat, and it costs about $60, and it comes with 2 bottles. But that pretty much sums it up. Thanks for watching. Oh, one more thing. When I get I'm planning on getting a Velomobile in the next month or so, I'll be using these power meter pedals to compare speed and power between the two.